So in our next question, let's look at the question number B that we are having. Do you think, just a minute. Yeah. Do you think that constitutional provisions for women have led to their uplift or upliftment? Give reasons for your answer. Now, if we take a look, this question is a very broad-based question that can be asked in Sociology Paper II. This question can easily be put in our Paper 1, and more appropriately, this is largely associated to your General Studies Indian Society. Why? Because we are separately having a topic called as Women and Women Organization, and let me tell you, UPSC loves this topic. They want to ask the question on gender disparities, gender inequality, patriarchy, etc. So from which part of the syllabus this question has come? Largely, I feel that this question is coming from our paper 1 as well, in which when we are talking about the unit 5, the part C, there is a topic called as gender. So in the gender-based studies, we get to see these kind of questions are there. And in the case of your paper 2, when you take a look, this question can be associated with your section C, the social changes in India. In that you are having the first part, that is the vision of planning and development. In that, how constitution and law is being a factor of social change. So here I would say in our paper 2, the C part that we are having, in that the first section is there, in that you are having a second part from where this question has been picked up. So let's try to look. It's a very easy question. It's an interesting question. And the only reason why I'm telling it's an easy and interesting question, because it is centered around the topic of women, a highly expected topic. So let me begin in the introductory part. See, do you think that constitutional provisions for women have led to their uplift? Give reasons for your answer. Now let me tell you that this is not a straightforward question. Because whenever they are asking a question which starts with the word do you think, these kind of questions are considered to be as opinionated questions. It means they are asking your opinion. What do you think? Do you think constitution has able to provide whatever a woman requires for her upliftment, or is there something which has remained undone? Is there something which needs to be worked upon? So do you think that constitutional provisions have done? Let's talk about it. In the introduction, we need to go with the flow of the question, where we see that constitution has largely been responsible in providing enough on the basis of women empowerment, as well as for the focus of gender what do we call that, gender upliftment, etc. So basically you are going to agree and you are going to say my 70% of the answer is going to be around telling that how constitution has uplifted women, and in the part B, where 20% I will be speaking to you about how constitution has also failed. I'm going to be very diplomatic with my words. Right now I'm not using the right term, but I'm just briefing out in a simple manner. 70% I'm going to tell that constitution has helped in upliftment of women. 20% constitution has not really provided enough amount of support that women can uplift themselves. So where do we begin this? When we say the first part is right in the constitution itself, when we begin with the preamble, it is trying to establish with the word equality and justice. And this justice is for, this equality is for, and when we are talking in the aspect of fundamental rights, the article 14 is telling everybody is same in front of the law. Excuse me. The article 14 is telling everybody is same in front of the law, and it also says there cannot be any kind of a discrimination on the basis of sexuality. There cannot be any kind of a demarcation which is created on the basis of gender, and there must be an equality of opportunities that we are supposed to. There is so fundamental right is trying to let go that any kind of discrimination on the basis of gender is not acceptable. And when we are talking about the directive principles for the state policy, it is telling that women and men are treated to be equal in the case of remunerations. The women are supposed to have some benefit when it comes to maternity. So there is an equal playing field that is supposed to be provided. There are some provisions when we are also talking about some fundamental duties as well. Not to forget, has been establishment of constitutional body which is trying to protect the women, such as National Commission of Women. We are also going to highlight there are number of policies that has been oriented which speaks about women upliftment and women orientation, etc. On the other hand, we are also going to say that even though these benefits are present, but still there has been larger level of patriarchy which is presented in the society. There is a large level of delayed justice, especially in the case of women molestation, women rape cases. So there are delayed justice which are there. If we see, the parliament is largely considered to be as a form of a male affair. More number of males are there. It means the 106th amendment that we are talking about, that kind of representation of women is largely absent. We get to see that even if we are staying in an open society, still there are some areas where the men are having more upper rights. The concept of glass ceiling effect, the concept of pink collarization of job, that is kind largely in the name of women upliftment, in the name of freedom of speech, the women are being considered to be as objects. It is called to be as commodification of women that is happening. So these areas of women upliftment has not been focused enough. So what am I talking about here? In the introduction part, I am speaking about how constitution has helped in the upliftment of women, and where it has helped: in the preamble, in fundamental rights, in DPSPs, constitutional bodies, policies and schemes which are oriented. On the other hand, there are some issues such as patriarchy, delayed justice, male affair, glass ceiling effect, objectification, commodification, and then in the conclusion, I am going to say constitution has played a huge role in the women upliftment, but there has to be a nexus of different areas which needs to be addressed. The male must come together. The NGOs have also played. The women, they themselves are supposed to create some self-actualization with self-help groups. By bringing this nexus together, we are going to address the women issues in the society. So here, I am going to say in the conclusion, in my opinion. Why am I using this word in my opinion? Because the examiner is asking, do you think? So in my opinion, Constitution has played an important role, but it also requires the gender neutrality from the male side. The NGOs are supposed to come together, the Mahila Mandals, the self-help groups, all of them. That is the way we are going to address the gender equality or try to address the issues of patriarchy of the society. This is our 20 marker third question B part. Let's look into the next question.